and welcome to Bozeman 2001, the Big Sky Air Show. I'm Gordon Bowman Jones on behalf of all of the people here from the Bozeman Chamber of Commerce, all of our volunteers here at Bozeman. I'd like to welcome you to Big Sky Air Show here at Bozeman. We have a great lineup of acts for you today, including some of the finest aerobatic pilots in the world, and of course culminated by the United States Army Golden Knights that you saw taking off just a few moments ago, and of course the United States Navy and Marine Corps Blue Angels. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, to get our activities underway, I'd like to introduce to you the Rocky Mountain Command Dogs. They're situated directly down here in front of the announcer stand, and this is their first training demonstration of the morning, and it's junior handling class featuring 3 junior handlers and their dogs. The demonstration is going to be including the commands heel, sit, down, stay, walk around, kennel up and stand for exam, slalom, and a jump. And these are the basic handling skills that are normally associated with the Rocky Mountain Command Dogs. Let's bring our first handler out right now. Our first handler is Marie Dixon from Alder, Montana, and her 27-month-old Labrador Retriever, and his name is Bud. Marie brought her dog to us at 20 months of age. He was totally wild and almost on his way to the pound, or his third home, whichever came first. Dixon's decided to let Marie train him with the help of the Rocky Mountain Command Dog Organization. Right now, in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, Marie Dixon. Marie and Bud, incidentally, will also be competing at the 4-H competition at the Madison County Fair this year in Twin Bridges in Montana. Our next handler number 2, is Nick Pinkham and his 4-year-old collie, and that's Buddy. Buddy suffers from a possible fear imprint, an induced syndrome that occurs at a period of 7 to 9 weeks of age, typically from traumatic shock and separation anxiety. Only a handful of animal psychologists and dog trainers worldwide are versed in its psychological rehabilitation, and Nick has worked hard with Buddy and also serves as a rescue victim on the training of his mother's dog, Bridger. She'll be seen later today, and Nick has recently started Buddy in protection training and is using his obedience knowledge to train the family's cat. Handler number 3 is Kelsey Olson and her dog Shadow, a 3-year-old Labrador Retriever from Bozeman. Shadow got a reprieve the day after his third and final aggressive display with neighbors. He found himself at the RMCDI, which is far better than the pound or the very worst alternative, euthanasia. Every year, thousands of pets are put to death due to the lack of time, patience, knowledge, and perseverance of their owners. Even worse is the epidemic of dog bites by people who allow them to occur and happen to family members, neighbors, or otherwise unaware visitors to their home. Watching in front of you now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the handling. Hal Steiner is up there leading the dogs through their paces in these handling exercises. Hal's techniques for teaching these dogs include positive reinforcement, and as you can see, the dogs are very comfortable with their handlers and very comfortable with the commands that they're being given. Now from over the box bar, the dogs are being led through the slalom course. As you can see, the dog is on the left-hand side of the handler. That's the traditional place for the dogs to be during the handling exercises. Running the course now is Nick Pinkham and the 4-year-old collie Buddy. And getting ready to run the slalom course right now is Kelsey Olson and her dog Shadow, a 3-year-old Labrador Retriever from Bozeman. Now introducing, ladies and gentlemen, Rocky Mountain Command Dogs featuring Cozzy and his favorite chew toy. That's not him. Gunner McCann, okay? Okay, Police Patrol 1, Prisoner Apprehension, Search and Escort. Introducing Gunner McCann, a retired FBI agent and now the Chief of Security for the Butte Christian Security Company, and his 3-year-old male German Shepherd dog, Sergeant of Butte. Sergeant was purchased as a patrol dog and was imported from Germany. A trained Schutzhund level 3 dog, Gunner soon realized that Schutzhund is a sport and plays no role in the real-life police dog training. Not only was Sergeant an embarrassment to Gunner, but also having an improperly trained dog in the field puts the public, the dog, and the handler in extreme danger. Sergeant was enrolled in a Police Patrol 1 program at RMCDI, where he was completely retrained. Now he's trained for off and on-leash obedience patrol, personnel protection, and dangerous prisoner apprehension. Also used in search and escort and crowd control, this demonstration will also include Wendell Walker, an assistant trainer for RMCD from Butte. Once again, out at Air Show Center right now, Gunner McCann and his 3-year-old male German Shepherd dog, Sergeant. Ladies and gentlemen, that aircraft that you see out in front of you right there is, as a fellow, it was the Holiday Inn at the bar last night, and he was bragging that in that yellow airplane he could outfly the Blue Angels. Now, we did tell security to watch out for him because, and I'm almost sure that's the right guy. So if security would take note of that airplane, he's taxiing around where he shouldn't be, I do know that. That yellow airplane with the red nose, just keep an eye on that airplane if you would, please. The guy is got a couple of screw looses here someplace. As you can see, Sergeant is attacking the villain over there and very, very quickly brings him to heel. demonstration there by the RCM, the Rocky Mountain Command Dogs. What have we got set up next? Okay, we have a search and rescue demonstration being set up right now. The search and rescue demonstration is, this is going to be the Czech Republic border dog search and rescue. Hal Steiner, who is out there in front now for the past 25 years, has tried to maintain a standard of excellence wrought in tradition since the 14th century. The Chards had shepherd-type dogs used to guard the Czech border and answered only to the king of the land. In modern times, the Pohranci Strasse, or Czech breeding stations, produce exceptional, world-class professional work dogs. Hal Steiner obtained his first border dog in 1977 and has excelled with his breeding program, producing the Czech Shepherd dogs for agencies like the Nye Tactical Canine Unit in Albany, New York, and many other New York law enforcement agencies. Okay, you see a streamer coming down right now demonstrating the many colors of toilet paper carried aboard the C-31 Golden Knight support aircraft. That will give them the indication of exactly the wind speed and wind direction. As right now, Hal Steiner at center point right now with his Czech dog, a beautiful animal. The Fire Island National Park Search and Rescue Unit Rangers in Yellowstone National Park also have these dogs. Now introducing our dog Bridger and her handler Edie Pinkham of Bozeman. Bridger's a 15-month-old female Czech Border Patrol dog. Her lines have shown to be among the most sought-after lines for search and rescue in the world. Edie is a ski patrol person, an EMT, and is now training Bridger for search and rescue, avalanche, and disaster victim and cadaver recovery. Out there right now on the course, Edie Pinkham. Demonstration out here, our final demonstration for this morning, is Hal Steiner and his dog, Cosmo. Cosmo is a 5-year-old Czech Border Patrol dog with a rather unique cross-training. He's a certified handicap service dog and a long-range military scout dog, trained to kill on command. Cosy accompanies Hal to daycare centers, pet expos, university restaurants, and flies first class whenever Hal travels. Cosy is a third-generation animal bred by Hal Steiner and is considered a Rocky Mountain Shepherd dog, a unique line custom bred at Rocky Mountain Command Dogs for their courage, their hips, and temperaments. Many of these large dogs suffering from hip dysplasia, and it can be bred out. Usually the cause of hip dysplasia is close inbreeding, and Hal Steiner paying particular attention to that with this dog Cosmo. Hal's first border dog, Tybalt, was a bodyguard with Hal for General Alexander Tenzer. The United States Air Force retired, and all of the offspring have shown themselves to be dependable, loyal, and fearless in the face of danger. Hal is out there now demonstrating with Cosmo, and Hal is a 5th-generation Montanian, raised in Virginia City, with a long family history in law enforcement. His great-grandfather was a member of the Vigilantes, and one of his uncles, Shirley Hancock of Sheridan, Montana, is a former chief of the Montana Highway Patrol. Another uncle, Con McClurg, was with the MHP and later sheriff of Gallatin County. His father, Bill Steiner, is a 23-year retired Montana Highway Patrolman and was the supervising sergeant here in Bozeman. After being honorably discharged as a disabled American veteran from the United States Marine Corps, Hal started a trek in animal training, which has associated him with the finest dog trainers and working dogs in the world. Hal's consulted with the military and police in Germany and is an honorary member of the IKA 41 Polizei in Hamburg. Other associations include the FBI, the United States Customs, the U.S. Marines, the U.S. Army, the Israeli police, and many other police and military agencies worldwide. During the Gulf War, Hal turned down a commission with the United States Marine Corps and instead took the job of Chief of Security for Malibu Security in New York City. As a unit commander for Tishman Speyer Properties, a large real estate conglomerate, Hal has assigned the day-to-day anti-terrorist bomb detection unit in conjunction with the NYPD. How'd you like to be confronted by Cosmo? One time you'd be glad not to be a bad guy, I want to tell you. Hal's long-range search and destroy dogs are paralleled only by the special canine tactical dogs trained by the Belgian police, search and destroy dogs trained by the United States Marine Corps in Vietnam. The smallest dog to his credit, incidentally, was 1.25 pounds, the largest a 240-pound vicious Great Dane. He's qualified as a military police and civilian canine instructor, a master trainer instructor. After retiring from the Malibu Pet Hotel and Security and Adventure Canine in New York City, he moved home and re-established Rocky Mountain Command Dogs, the first training service he started here in Bozeman in 1977. And ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for the Rocky Mountain Command Dogs, Hal Steiner, and all of our other handlers of these superb jobs.
John, Lee Sue. Right there,